Have you ever found something from your childhood that just stops you in your tracks? Something that doesn't quite make sense? For Ethan, it was a dusty old box, hidden away in the attic of his childhood home. He was packing things up, surrounded by memories when he found it. Inside were the forgotten relics of his youth, faded drawings and well-loved toys. He smiled, pulling out one drawing after another. But then, one particular piece of paper made him pause. It was a simple, classic kid's drawing. A small house, a tall tree, a goofy-looking dog, and two stick figures holding hands. At the bottom, in his own wobbly, childish handwriting, it said, Ethan, age 8. But right beneath his name, in neat, careful blue ink, was another name, Lily. He froze. Lily. He searched his memory, trying to place the name. Didn't know a Lily. He was a quiet kid. He didn't have that many friends. Why would someone else's name be on his drawing? It felt impossible. But the ink was real. A faded blue ghost on his 20-year-old masterpiece. A spark of curiosity ignited something deep inside him. This wasn't just a forgotten name. It felt like a loose thread in the fabric of his own history. Who was Lily? And what was her connection to this specific drawing? The need to know became an obsession. He started digging. He pulled out old school yearbooks, flipping through pages of smiling, gap-toothed kids, but no Lily. He searched local town archives looking for any mention of the name, but came up empty. It was like she never existed. Just as he was about to give up, he found a box of old local newspapers. He carefully unfolded a brittle, yellowed page from 1999, and there it was. A grainy photo from the town's annual art fair. His heart pounded. The photo showed a display board covered in children's art. And right there, pinned to the corkboard, was his drawing of the house and the tree. But next to it, incredibly, was another drawing, a vibrant watercolor of a garden. And beneath it, the caption read, Art by local students, including Lily Harper, age 8. Lily Harper. So she was real. They were both 8 years old. Their art had been displayed side by side at a fair he barely remembered. Two kids, living in the same town, sharing a small moment in the local paper without ever meeting. It was a strange coincidence, but it still didn't explain the biggest mystery. How did her name end up written on his drawing? The question lingered in his mind for years, a small, unsolved puzzle from his past. Life moved on, as it always does. Ethan grew up, moved away, and started his own life. But the drawing and the name Lily stayed with him. One day, years later, he found himself back in his old hometown. On a whim, he decided to visit his old elementary school. The hallways smelled the same, a mix of chalk dust and floor wax. And to his surprise, the same janitor, Mr. Collins, was still there, sweeping the corridor with a gentle rhythm. Ethan, feeling a bit foolish, pulled the now-laminated drawing from his bag and showed it to him. Mr. Collins's eyes crinkled at the corners as he smiled.
I remember this drawing,
he said, his voice warm with nostalgia. And I remember that art fair. It was a terribly windy day. A big gust of wind blew through the gymnasium, and a bunch of the drawings flew right off the walls. We had a heck of a time sorting them all out. He looked at the two names on the paper. I guess this little Lily girl must have grabbed your drawing by mistake when she was signing hers. In all the chaos, she probably thought it was her own. It was a simple, logical explanation. The mystery was finally solved. Ethan felt a wave of relief. But then Mr. Collins's smile faded slightly. I remember her, he said quietly. Lily Harper. Sweet girl. She was only at our school for a little while. She was quite sick, you know. Something inside Ethan went completely still. Sick. He thanked Mr. Collins, his mind racing. Back at his hotel, he typed Lily Harper into his computer's search bar. The first result hit him like a punch to the gut. The Lily Harper Foundation for Children's Art Therapy. He clicked the link. The website was a tribute created in her memory. Lily had passed away from a long illness in the year 2000, not long after that art fair. And there, on the About Us page, was her picture. The little girl with bright eyes and a wide, hopeful smile, a paintbrush held firmly in her hand. She looked exactly like the kind of kid who would draw a vibrant garden. Tears welled in Ethan's eyes and streamed down his face. He looked from her smiling face on the screen to the faded blue signature on his drawing. "Thank you, Lily," he whispered to the empty room. In a moment of chaotic, windy chance, she had accidentally left a piece of her bright, creative spirit on his childhood paper, a name that had become a mystery, a breadcrumb trail leading him back to a life that had been so brief, yet so impactful. That discovery changed the course of Ethan's life. He had always loved art, but now it felt different. It felt like a calling. He went back to school and became an art teacher. He wanted to share the same joy and escape that art had clearly given Lily, and he started a special tradition in his classroom, which he called the Lily Project. At the end of every major art assignment, he has his students do something simple. They each take a classmate's finished artwork, turn it over, and sign their own name on the back. It's a small, quiet act. A little reminder that nothing we create is ever truly just our own. Every idea, every brushstroke, every act of creativity leaves an echo, touches someone else's life, even in ways we might never know. Ethan never met Lily Harper. He never heard her voice or saw her draw her vibrant garden. But her name, written in neat blue ink on the back of his drawing, became a permanent part of his story. It's a constant reminder that some of the most powerful connections we have are with souls we never get the chance to say hello to. Their light finds a way to shine on us anyway, a quiet, beautiful echo that lasts forever. Thanks for watching. If this story touched you, consider liking this video and subscribing for more stories about the incredible connections that shape our lives.